The stakes have never been higher. When I get told, you better say your funny stuff within the first 16 minutes of the episode because I'm going to run out of storage space.
Yeah.
High pressure.
I don't think it's too much to ask.
Turn the ring light. Well, it's enough to ask for me to say one funny thing during the course of the entire hour, let alone within the first 16 minutes.
I disagree. Give yourself some more credit.
Hey, guys. Strap in, because this first 16 minutes is going to be peak comedy. and then tune out. So it's only downhill from there. I think you're going to be, you're going to sound great, and it's going to be fun, and it's going to be 16 minutes it's a laugh riot for 16 minutes, and then a 44-minute fart sound. Hey guys, I literally, I almost said, hey guys, thanks for calling Cold Hands, Warm Hearts.
Calling. Maybe we should start doing call-ins. I like it.
I don't even know how to do it.
I don't know either.
The only call-ins I'm interested in, Farrell and Firth. Hey guys, thanks for calling Cold Hands, Warm Hearts. I'm Brandon Birdwell. I'm one half of the Cold Hands, Warm Hearts podcasting duo.
Hi guys, I'm Ashley Engle. I'm the other half. Welcome to episode 97.
Welcome to it.
We're so glad you're here. That begs a question. Would you team Farrell or team Firth?
Farrell. Firth is a little too, I feel like Farrell's got an edge.
I'm Firth. You would be.
Yeah, you would be. You're
Pride and Prejudice is what did it for me.
I'm Firth In Line. I'm so dumb. That is so dumb. And I love that it got a laugh out of you. There it is. 16 minutes. We got it done. I've been sharpening my Colin Firth pun for years.
Pun.
That's it.
There's one.
There's just the one. It's my Firth and only. And
so dumb. You develop a lisp.
Oh my gosh, that's what it is. Guys, Guy Lithin. As Colin Firth's #1 fan, I just want to say, Bridget Jones, get in line. Get in line, Bridget Jones, you and your baby. Bridget Jones diarrhea, get in line. Anyways.
You are not.
Here's...
Oh, man.
Listen.
Props to you.
Thanks.
For really...
But truly, Team Farrell. And I'll tell you why Team Farrell.
Okay.
Because Colin Farrell, the first, I almost said the first time. The first time I ever saw Colin Farrell was in the movie. Do you remember American Outlaws, where he played Jesse James?
Vaguely. Very vaguely.
And he was I had no idea he was an Irish actor.
Yeah.
Played a Jesse James. Great.
To perfection.
And then after that, he's Irish. It's just all over. But it's like when you see Christian Bale.
Right, you don't know.
You don't know.
You don't know that accent's hiding under the surface.
You don't, and that's...
Mel Gibson.
He's kind of lost his over time.
Has he?
I think he speaks with a more American, like it's an Americanized version. Because when you look at young Mel, Melly Mel back in the day, it was like very Aussie.
Yeah.
Oi, oi, oi. And then you got your Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah.
He's out here.
Yeah, he's out here. Actually, he's not, and I wish he were.
Well, we all do.
Come on back.
He's playing the role of a lifetime, and that's just a dude who doesn't act. And
what
he's
if
doing
he
it
all this time has been living amongst the people for the next role? He's prepping to method act whatever role it is.
It would be wonderful if he was.
If he just climbed out at age 80 and was like, "Watch this, Oscar."
Yeah, Oscar.
Oscar.
Here he is. I just want to say thanks everyone for this Oscar. And but seriously. No, yeah, it's Farrell.
Mm-hmm. Farrell.
What's Colin Farrell's best role?
Goodness. See, I can't even think of one specifically.
Do you remember have you seen In Bruges?
Yes.
He's so good in
Bruges. He is good in that one.
Banshees
mess
of
with him.
Inisherin's great.
Don't mess with him.
Don't mess with him.
I have not seen that.
It's great.
I've heard it's great.
The acting is less the issue, but the makeup job they did on him is the penguin
Yeah.
in the new The Batman.
Okay. See, I haven't seen the new Batman. Look at me.
It's-
out of the loop, out of the Colin loop completely.
It's a good time. Well,
No wonder I chose Firth.
Seriously, that's an ill-advised. That's an
It
uneducated.
is. I'm not. I owe Firth more.
Well, we all owe Firth more.
Yeah.
Firth no more.
What?
It's Faith No More, the band.
Firth.
Anyways, let's
How
talk.
are you?
We just did if we're talking about the
Too
first
much time
16
spent
minutes,
on that.
Colin Farrell versus
Colin v. Colin.
Colin v. Colin. Weirdest
Stupid.
reality show. Did you watch that? Speaking of reality shows,
Oh no.
did you watch that clip I sent you on Instagram today? of
No,
the
I haven't been on there today.
Man,
Uh-oh.
I've watched it 30 times.
What is that?
It's it's courtroom TV.
Oh.
It is almost worth pausing the pod like we did with an eclipse so that you could watch it.
Don't stare directly at it.
Don't. You don't want to,
Oh man.
but you will.
Courtroom drama
It's
is
my favorite.
high drama.
I used to stay home from school to watch
Judy
Judy, Wapner,
Wapner.
Judge Joe Brown.
Yeah. And it was just that they were in succession.
Yeah.
If man, you will see
Watch
some
those,
things.
and then you catch a little Jerry Springer.
Oh gosh.
Springer, Price is Right, Stay Home Days.
And let's talk about how inappropriate Jerry Springer.
Wildly.
Wildly inappropriate. Maury, wildly. Half of those, I feel like Maury there at the end, I would say 90% of his content had to do with paternity
Oh, yeah.
disputes.
Well-
and that's not appropriate for a child who's 11. Staying home from all daytime TV was inappropriate.
Well,
Soap operas?
Jenny Jones,
Goodness.
Jingy Jones, Saggy Jeffy Raffy, right?
Right.
The Colin Firth Comedy Hour.
Yeah. That was the one.
Maury knows where his bread gets buttered
I guess.
on the paternity. Here's my
I
question.
learned way too much from Maury. That's
When
what I'm saying.
you told Jeff that you were with child for the first time,
Okay.
did he jump up and sprint around the house screaming, "I told you"?
Absolutely not.
Why does everyone on Maury, once they discover they are or are not the
It's
father,
part of the contract.
it's like they're
They have
shot
to
out of a
sign it.
cannon. They just sprint.
Yeah. It's high drama. They have to sign it in the contract. That's what they're going to do.
Maury,
I know. They're not going to get paid
guys,
unless they do it.
I don't want to spoil it, but for our 100th episode, we're having Maury on the show.
What if?
And he's going to... What
What
if?
if?
What would he do? What would he talk
I'd
about?
have so many questions. What's the weirdest thing that ever happened?
This. Me coming on this is the worst and weirdest.
Oh, that's fair.
What have I been up to?
What have you been up to?
I've watched. I finally got Ben to watch the Dark Knight movies.
Okay.
So we've been watching those.
Interesting. What are his thoughts?
He's enjoying himself.
Is he
And
really?
he didn't think he would. And it's a big ol' I told you so.
Benny's never been a superhero guy.
No.
Not really.
No. I
Not
mean,
not in the conventional sense. He hasn't been into like Marvel. Like he didn't walk around for a period of 3 years like Asher in an Iron Man suit,
no.
even when it was way too small.
No. No. I do that. They're my underoos.
On my
Iron Man underoos.
They've got the built-in muscles. Mm-hmm. I thought you'd been working out.
Yeah, well, no, it's not. It's fake. It's all padding. And guys,
Polyester.
listen, here I am, dressed in my Tony Starks, just on parade.
You wear them under your button-up for work.
Well, for big meetings.
For a big meeting.
When I feel
Don't
like
unbutton too far or you'll see the
glowing
the
thing in
glowing
my
thing,
chest.
yeah.
But listen, here's the thing, guys.
Okay.
If I'm going in and I'm going to do some real work,
Yeah.
I'm Starks.
Stark
I'm
in it.
wearing my Starks. And then
He was a titan of industry.
He was guys, and so we all aspire to be just like him. But no,
R.I.P.
Well, first off,
Spoiler.
spoiler alert. Sorry about that, guys.
Sorry, that's been out for years. What rock have you been living under?
Man, what if this is how I found out that Robert Downey Jr. died and I didn't realize it, and that was how you telling me that, not actually Iron Man?
Yeah. Also, I hope I didn't spoil anything for Benny if he does, in fact, make the leap to Marvel.
He won't.
Okay.
He won't. He has no interest.
He's into DC.
Man, I saw a thing one time that really made me laugh. It was Paul McCartney had posted a thing. The caption on it that someone had put was, "Wouldn't it be wild if this is how we found out that John Lennon was still alive?" And Paul McCartney's tweet was, "I have a very dear friend appearing on The Masked Singer tonight. Please tune in and check it out." The funniest thing ever if someone took a mask off and it was just John Lennon.
Oh my gosh. The world would grind to a screeching halt. That'd be the story of the century.
It really would.
And we've got a lot going on. That's saying a lot.
There's eclipses.
Yeah.
We've got Firth versus Farrell.
Right.
Matchups. It's almost too much to handle. We got courtroom dramas that you still need to watch. It's a lot happening.
I'll watch it. I just haven't. I've been in meetings today, so I haven't been on there. Okay. Speaking of eclipse, I want to circle back to the eclipse because I'm afraid that we didn't display the gratitude nor the awe that we should have.
What?
Because I did get feedback from people who watched our video on Instagram where we just kind of seemed to poo-poo the eclipse. And that was not our intention. I think the point was we only saw it at 90% totality. Do we say that? 90%? 90%, not totality.
We don't. You do.
And so I think this speaks to the raw power of the sun. When you have 10% of it that is still exposed and it's still light as day, that's incredible. But people did write in and say things like, if you are ever in the path of totality of an eclipse, it is transformative. It is surreal. It is life-changing. And the animals do go dormant. Or the ones come out, not dormant, the night animals come out. And the insects go dormant.
Well, could someone tell?
And the birds.
Could someone tell all of these concerned astronomers that are listeners of this podcast
band name
to pump the brakes and calm down? Because people come here for their Maury Povich and Colin Firth news.
Yeah.
They don't come here for sun factoids.
Well, I'm dishing them out today.
Who is? Tell me offline who this person is.
I'm not going to. It wasn't so much a scolding attitude. It was like, listen, if you're ever in the path of totality, it's transformative.
Guys, listen, trigger warning. Listen. Guys, trigger warning. I don't think eclipses are that great. Okay?
Wow.
Here's the other thing.
Wow.
Animals, it wouldn't shut up.
Wow.
Here's the other thing. Mm-hmm. Never made it to the Cracker Barrel, but I bet those pancakes sucked.
Sponsor us, Cracker Barrel.
Sponsor us, astronomers. I don't need...
Sponsor us, Galileo.
Ponjas Socrates. He wasn't one. He was a philosopher,
He
right?
probably looked at the stars.
I bet he checked them out and thought, how big?
How big? How
Look at this.
powerful?
I bet he looked up and said, we could use a pancake right about now.
Mm-hmm. If only.
Flop a pancake on my face.
Yeah.
Here comes an eclipse.
No, but I have had several friends who drove down to Texas, to parts of Texas where it was, in fact, totally eclipsed.
Very cool.
And they said it was really surreal and powerful and beautiful. I had friends say they wept. I had people say they're already making plans for the next one. Guess what?
And the one that's in 20 years?
Yeah. And guess what?
Wow.
It's going to pass over. We're going to be in the path of totality for the next one.
Cool. I'm going to drive to Texas for that one. Guys, I'll go to Buc-ee's and get some beaver nuggets while the rest of you dorks are sitting here in your reclining lawn chairs.
Well, our friends, the Wisers, actually, hi Wisers, actually drove to Buc-ee's and viewed it in the parking lot of the Buc-ee's while eating beaver nuggets.
That's what I'm saying. There's
Sounds
only
delightful.
one way to take in an eclipse, and that's with a face full of beaver nuggets. And if you're not doing it that way, what are you doing?
What are you doing? Maybe that's why we didn't enjoy it very much.
Oh, God, that's true.
Yeah.
I finished all my beaver nuggets that morning.
Have you ever had those? They're not good.
Eclipse beaver nuggets?
Just beaver nuggets. They're not great. Do you know what they kind of remind me of? Although I think the cereal's better, Cap'n Crunch. That's kind of what they remind me of. I think because the beaver nuggets are a bigger morsel and the Cap'n Crunches are smaller, they're crunchier.
And
I do not like a soggy cereal. You
they're
know
not
this
made
about
with
me.
chunks of actual beaver, and I think that's the problem.
Well, anyway.
Lindsay will not abide Buc-ee's.
She doesn't like it?
She detests it.
She won't go in it? Does she wait in the car while you go in and get your beef jerky?
It's not like we don't be going to Buc-ee's.
You
like,
just don't
on the
even
regular.
pull in?
No.
Well, we don't have them here. You got to go
But I'm just
Texas.
saying, it is a thing that she hates, is a Buc-ee's.
What does she hate about it?
Everything.
I love one.
Ask her. She'll tell you.
So many treats. The way Lindsay loves
Eclipses
Swedish fish. They've got so many good gummy candies.
Ask her about that too. She's actually off the Swedish fish now.
As long as I've known her. We got her Swedish fish for her birthday, and she said nary a word.
Yeah.
She needs to tell people. I'll quit getting them for her.
You don't check her Twitter.
Does she? It's called X now, Brandon. Does she have a new tasty treat that she likes?
You know the name X for Twitter is stupid when anytime they tell you X, they refer to it as X, formerly known as Twitter.
Right.
They have to do that because it's such a stupid name change.
Wow.
Hey, Elon Musk.
Sponsor us.
That's the best way for us to get a sponsor. Just ragging on one of the richest men in the world.
He's got money to spare.
Come on.
We need merch.
Come on, Musk.
Okay. What have you been up to? Gosh, we're already here.
I know, right?
What you been up to
we
this
just
week?
hit 16:29.
Let me start out with this.
Go ahead.
Because I've got answers.
Have
you cooked or eaten anything good lately?
I have not eaten in weeks. Can't you tell?
No, you're muscled up.
Well,
You're starking.
I'm going for cheekbones.
Yeah. Okay.
You know?
Yeah. Got him.
Well, listen, thanks, guys. I've been feeling a little puffy.
Man, I have.
Have I made or eaten anything? I'm going to make some chicken today. I'm going to roast a chicken.
A whole one?
A whole bird.
Ooh.
It's you spatchcock it. You cut its back.
Yep.
You cut its backbone out.
Yep.
Pretty savage move. It's really very.
I don't do that when I roast my chickens.
It's an effective way to get it done quicker.
Absolutely.
If I was on a competition cooking show, I would spatchcock the chicken.
Where time is of the essence.
This is 100%.
Do you put veggies in with it? What's your
I
process?
do a little veggie on the roast, like celery, carrot, some onion on the pan, and then I'll do a garlic butter, and then I'll just slather that bird down.
Sounds good.
Like me laying on a beach.
Yep.
Really do it.
Yep.
Like that episode of Seinfeld where Kramer starts going tanning with the butter.
Yes.
And Newman wants to eat him.
Yes.
But I'll do that. I'm trying to think if I haven't really I make a lot of the same stuff every week. You know, I get in kind of a routine. I make my ribs every week. We'll make I'll make some shrimp here and there. But it's never like I need to mix it up a little bit.
That's exactly at the place where I find myself, and which is why I'm having this conversation with you. I have found myself in a rut of the things that I'm willing to cook. When Jeff's home, he enjoys cooking.
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
Yeah.
And he usually does some kind of a grilled meat, grilled or roasted veggies in the air fryer, something like that, something delicious and whole. But lately I've been kind of challenging myself to step out of the comfort zone just a little bit. Last night I made the viral boursin pasta. Have you tried this?
No, I have not.
But you love boursin cheese.
I do.
So you get the garlic and herb boursin cheese. And the recipe I used called for 2 of those. So you put it in a roasting dish or a casserole dish with, you slice a lemon.
Okay.
And then you slice the heads off some garlic, like a whole garlic. Mm-hmm. And you put that in there. Olive oil, salt, pepper, red chili flakes.
Okay.
You could also do some scallions if you wanted to. Ooh. And so you roast that.
If you're feeling wild.
And you put that in the oven for I don't know, I think it was 30 minutes.
Okay.
Meanwhile, you're cooking some pasta, the pasta of your choice.
I don't do pasta.
I know. I made a lovely gluten-free option last night. It was great. So then you mix in some pasta water and stir it all in. It's creamy. It's delicious. I roasted some cherry tomatoes in there.
Okay.
It's viral. You could do all kinds of variations.
Well, if it's viral, then I better do it.
You could do onions, mushrooms.
Okay.
I put spinach and basil in there. It was delicious. One thing I will say is that I put too much lemon in there because you squeeze the roasted lemon and you squish the garlic, which is one of my favorite things to do.
So like in like a little garlic press?
No, with your hands. You just
Oh, the roasted.
Yeah.
Once it's roasted in like a,
And just
like,
real creamy
it's like
and
a
you-
goo.
mix it in.
I like a roasted garlic. Anytime I'm slow cooking anything in an oven, even if I don't need the garlic with it, I just slow roast a garlic in there with it.
Gosh, it's delicious.
And then I just snack on it.
And it loses that bite.
Yeah.
It gets creamy and milder
It's like
and
butter.
gosh, it's good.
It's like butter.
It is like butter. So that's a new thing that I did. The other day, it's flat top season, first of all.
I know. I have an appointment at my barber,
Gosh.
and I can't wait
Flat top
to
season.
get a flat. It is getting to flat top season. I
Jeff-
need to replace my propane.
Here's a recipe that you might really enjoy. Jeff got a bunch of chicken thighs the other day,
Okay.
marinated them all day in this jerk marinade.
Oh,
Oh my, it was the best chicken I've
Taking it-
ever had in our home.
taking it to the islands.
So good.
I like the jerk chicken.
Yeah, you need this recipe then.
Okay, well, have him send it to me. Why didn't he? Why was the first thing he did not send it to me?
I don't know.
Because he's a real inconsiderate. You know what?
Well, I think he's great. So do you.
Well, yeah.
So that was my first question for you. My next thing is this. Just the mere mention of Wickles pickles.
Oh man, don't get me started.
I picked some up at my local Walmart.
Yeah,
Holy cow. I bought them on like
they're
a Friday. They were gone by yesterday. I'm the only one eating them.
great.
It was a big jar too.
Did you do the chips or like the little
Gherkins.
gherkins?
Note that I am not eating them on the podcast
And
today.
they've got the spice,
They're hot. They're hot.
They got a little
which you
spice.
know me.
but they're a craveable spice. You keep
Yep.
going back for it.
Yep. I will say this though. I am shocked that you were able to carry on a conversation on the podcast because I was on the phone with my friend Heather the other day. Hi, Heather. And I was eating a Wiggle and I started choking because it was so tart and spicy.
It's got you with the little spice.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about me, though.
Hit me just right. And she was like,
I'm a. If there's such a thing as a professional pickle eater,
okay. I believe it.
it's on my LinkedIn.
Uh-huh.
I'd be handing out business cards
Yeah.
that say
There's pickle slices.
Gherkin Boy, the president and CEO of Gherkin Industries. I'm the Tony Stark of gherkin eating,
Yes.
right? I love them.
Yeah.
Guys-
They're great guys. Sponsor us, Wickles.
They really are, guys. And here's the thing: don't be deterred by the packaging. It's kind of like looks
I like it.
kitschy and weird.
Because it's the baby dills and they're pickles that look like babies. They're wearing diapers.
I know. So what I'm saying, guys, is
Don't be dissuaded by the
don't be
diaper wearing-
dissuaded by diaper wearing gherkins on the jar. We're saying the same thing here. Don't be deterred by the packaging. Oh no, I love the packaging. It looks like they put a diaper, which are filled with poop normally, onto a gherkin, a spicy little gherkin pickle baby with a dump load running around in its Pampers. Dampened pamper gherkin baby.
Pamper is such a funny word. Sponsors Pampers.
Sponsor is Pampers. Huggies already has their offer in. And guess who's next in line? Guess who's Firth in line? Depends. Because we're to that point now. Adult die season of life.
Man.
We're past the first 16 minutes of our life, guys.
Oh, we've
And
made
now
it.
it's diaper time.
Now it's DT.
TT.
So, do you not have anything else to share about the week?
I rarely do.
Yes, you have things.
It's not really at all.
I'll tell you what happened last week. Your son built an incredible model of the Eiffel Tower. It's on your table right now.
Yeah.
Out of paper towel rolls, guys.
Well, because that's the one thing.
It's great. Benny, good job.
Yeah, you did great work there.
You
He
did.
he lost a tooth
Hey.
yesterday. The tooth fairy dropped him some cash.
Hey, big week.
I was telling you, we made an Eiffel Tower out of toilet paper rolls, and the tooth fairy showed up.
I'd say that's a pretty big week.
And we watched The Dark Knight.
In elementary school. Hello, what's better? Also, it's been very warm here. Very warm.
Yeah, I'm ready for it. I played golf
See, you did stuff.
Yeah, I know, but now it needs to come up organically.
Okay.
I played golf, and the whole time it was like nice and warm. It wasn't overly warm, but I was thinking, I could use some hot weather. I don't know why.
What day did you do this?
Sunday, I was up in Stillwater.
Sunday, because Saturday was hot.
Sunday wasn't bad, but
Saturday was hot because I got out and I did some planting, and I thought, I am loving this, actually. I have gotten to the point now where having my hands in the dirt and planting things brings me so much joy. And I've never felt like that until I would say probably the last 5 years. I love it.
there are few things in the world,
Yeah,
on this plane of existence,
sure.
that I hate
More than that.
more than yard work.
Okay.
Hate it.
See, and I didn't used to enjoy it. But now to buy beautiful flowers for the flower pots makes me so happy. And I got out yesterday. You know what's a good day? Not weed whacker, hedge trimmer day.
Hate that. See, you're just describing
I liked
things
it.
that
I felt like
hate.
Edward Scissorhands. I made a brontosaurus.
Well, you guys have the same pigment.
It's true.
And also, I'm equally terrified of your fingers. Because I feel like you, in a head-to-head,
Would be destroyed.
You could out-scissor Edward Scissorhands.
Not true.
The Timothy Chalamet version.
When's that coming out?
I don't know.
Halloween?
Never. It's not a Halloween movie. It's a Christmas movie to me.
Okay.
Because it's winter.
Sure. Honestly, we both enjoyed him in Wonka.
I was just gonna say I was way more ready to hate him as Edward Scissorhands, but now that he did Wonka justice, I'm like, well, maybe maybe he'll be an all right Edward Scissorhands.
It's how they do it. Are they just going to do a remake of the movie?
I don't know enough about it to speak on it, but
I'm going to do it anyway.
But guys, shut up and listen. Welcome to Uneducated Guest Corner with Brandon.
Welcome.
I think I knew that Wonka was a prequel, so that was understood. I'm pretty sure Edward Scissorhands is like just a straight up remake. And it's entirely possible that I'm making that up.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm not going to Google it. I'm not going to have producer Google it. I don't need to know, and I'll just live.
Be surprised.
Yeah, I'll be as surprised as a paternity suit daddy on Maury.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Mm-hmm. And then whatever I find out, I'm going to stand up and sprint out of the theater screaming, "I told you so."
I told you. I told you.
I told you. And then just everybody else in the theater is going to collapse on the ground like the moms do on the thing.
Yes.
Anyway, I love
Such
Maury Povich.
drama.
Isn't he married to Connie Chung?
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's unrelated news.
Mm-hmm.
Just wanted to point that out.
Is he still living?
I don't know.
So, guys, I had a week off.
We really settled that. Hey, guys, is Maury Povich still alive? 2, 3, 4.
So last
Next
week,
topic. Just, we didn't care enough to find out.
So last week,
But Iron Man's dead.
Iron Man didn't make it through the last film. I had a week off last week from teaching, and man, I unplugged so much.
Cool.
I have this week off too. It is delightful. I feel like the sky is blue. I can breathe. I'm looking up from the work, and it's good. It's important to have that every now and then. One other good thing, and I'm sure you've noticed, got my computer back.
I didn't notice.
Mackenzie.
I only noticed because you told me before the episode started.
Mackenzie.
Sorry to break the fourth wall, guys. She told me before the episode started.
I've missed her so.
Well,
I left her at the lake on spring break, right before the busiest preaching week I've ever had in my life.
Sure.
4 messages I had. And so luckily, Crindy came in clutch with her Mac. I named it Mac Attack.
why didn't you just memorize them? Why don't you just memorize your messages?
All of them.
Yeah.
Just 40 pages worth of material.
Yeah.
Commit
okay.
it to memory.
So I sit down in a movie theater and I'm going to watch Colin Firth read an entire movie to me. Okay. The reason that he's number one is because he memorizes.
He's got time.
Do you think in the King's Speech, if Colin Firth, the Firth man of the American theater,
That is a great film.
the King's Speech is The darling of the award thetan.
Yes.
And if he was to read his entire performance,
He wouldn't have won.
right?
He wouldn't have won.
It doesn't matter if Firth leaves his computer at the lake.
No.
He comes to play.
He comes to play. Were you not so disappointed when you learned that movies are shot in small bits?
That it's not
like,
just real and straight
Totally.
through.
I remember when I learned that. I was way too old when I learned that. I was so disappointed, and I thought, well, that's not fun,
Wait, what?
right?
Movies
Spoiler.
are shot how?
No, I don't know. I just thought they just camera rolling and they just moved through the whole thing.
I'm always interested when movies are shot out of sequence. Like
How?
when they'll be like, this was the first scene we shot, and it's like the big,
Yes.
like the big scene.
Or like an intimate moment, and you're like, "Hi, nice to meet you."
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Who's ready for some Colin Firth smooches? The answer to that question, everybody.
Everybody.
All the dames. Whatever.
Oh,
They're all taken up with Farrell.
over here with Farrell.
Firth's over here going, I'm terribly sorry. I'm terribly sorry. Would you mind if I give you a small little kiss on your face? And Colin Farrell's like, get out. And just slobbering on people.
Gross. No, I know. I have the same thought all the time. How
First
do they
off-
do that? Whiplash.
Colin Firth is not in Whiplash. That's J.K. Simmons, and he won an Oscar for that as well. Guys, welcome to the Lispadish of Cold Hands, Warm Hearts.
Lithbadith. So dumb.
Anyways.
Okay. So yeah, got my computer back. This past week, the youth group went to Chicken and Pickle.
Cool.
What a delightful hangout place that is. I love that place. And do you know their food is delicious? Mm-hmm. Speaking of spicy pickles, they fry them there.
I love fried pickle. I like a spicy pickle. I've only been to Chicken and Pickle twice.
For Dad's birthday.
Both times? Great.
I
had a great time.
I have not been eating carbs much. I've been really trying to limit my carb intake recently. And the
Okay.
gluten, just to see if we can do something about, the puffiness, the fatigue, the brain fog.
Sure.
And it's been going great, except when I went to Chicken and Pickle.
Well, that's your cheat. That's your little treat.
Boy, was it. And boy, did I pay for it after. If you haven't been eating carbs much at all for weeks, and then you overindulge in carbs, your body is like,
But that's how I live my life.
what is happening?
See, all you're doing is describing how I live my life.
Not interested.
I don't eat carbohydrates
You don't?
until I do. And when I do, I'm the most disgusting human. To look at my belly, you would think I was going to be on Maury. To
Determined.
to find out who is my pickle baby daddy. Because these pickles with their spicy diapers are in here.
Need to know.
Have started kicking. Okay. My back hurts. I'm
craving more pickles
I'm just a human
and ice cream.
I'm just a human hemorrhoid with swollen ankles at this point.
Okay, guys.
Sponsor us, Wickles.
Anyway, Brandon Birdwell. But when I was presented with the option of a pimento cheese sandwich
Sure.
with chicken on it, I'm off the wagon.
You like a pimento cheese.
Love one.
You might like a pimento cheese more than anybody I've ever met. Now, granted,
Thank you.
I don't openly discuss pimento cheese with people, just like man on the street style.
Yeah.
But
You might be surprised.
I don't know.
What's
I feel
not to love?
it's great. I just feel like it's kind of like an obscure, a little bit of an
It
esoteric
goes back to my
HB.
elementary days.
item. HB used to make us pimento cheese sandwiches.
And so did Mom in our lunches. I remember Northern Hills Elementary, Edmond, Oklahoma. And kids thought I was weird for having that, but I didn't care.
That feels like such an 80s person thing to make.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Have I told the story on the podcast? I think I probably have.
What?
Well, we've discussed how I accidentally started a gang.
Yes.
And we've discussed how I was in in-school suspension.
Yes.
And we've discussed how on
Egg salad.
Mom made me an egg salad sandwich because she was like, this is Brandon's first day on cell block D.
He needs this to bolster his spirits.
And I was mocked.
Yeah.
Out
Because
and-
they're stinky.
Alton, who ran in-school suspension, said,
Hi,
it
Alton.
smells like someone came over here and pooped.
Well, they're a stinky sandwich.
As I'm sitting in my cubicle,
Yeah.
sandwiched between hardened criminals,
Yeah.
I'm just some kid who accidentally started a gang by scratching people's faces with paper clips, trying to enjoy my comforting egg salad sandwich that my mother made me to send me off to my first day in-school suspension. And what do I get told? It smells like someone came over into your cubicle and pooped, Brandon.
And Alton is great. And he probably got a real kick out of that.
I'm sitting here in my American Eagle cargos with the hammer loop. Just trying low top Doc Martens and a butt cut. Still haven't gotten a palate expander, so I look like a little chubby bunny. Trying to eat my farty lunch that mom made me to make me feel better about starting a gang by accident during Mrs. Linville's health class. Sorry. Here's some toot eggs. You're gonna get.
I've heard this story so many times. It will never not be funny.
They say your first day in prison, you got to do one of two things.
Yeah, you don't have to say what they are.
You either got to kick the dude's butt, who's the biggest dude on the yard,
Sure.
or you ingratiate yourself to an individual. A third option, however, that never is discussed,
Right.
is bring a real stinky sandwich that your mommy made you.
Yep. That's
Stretching
what
your-
does that do?
Stretching your braided belt. It makes you unclean.
Oh.
No one wants to touch you.
Okay.
That's egg boy.
Honestly, that
It's kind of the
feels
move.
like the way to go. Presented with the other two options. Yes, please.
Yes,
I'll be
please.
egg boy.
I'll be egg boy for the duration of my time
Of my stay.
in the clink. Please and thank you. I don't need to join a gang. I don't need to get into a fist fight.
No.
All I need to do is have you wonder, is that his lunch or his butt? Because it's one or the other. That gang leader.
Many apologies, listeners. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh, Brandon, here's an egg salad thingy in your little brown sack that I drew like an owl on the outside of that said, "Who's my special boy?" She didn't do that. But man, if she had, that makes it way better or worse. I'm not sure. Who's the cutest little gang leader in all of Stillwater Middle School? Oh,
Mom would never.
And for my chubby little owl,
Mom
I
would
included
never.
a Tootsie Pop, and you can tell us how many licks it takes to get to the center of it.
Mom would never.
Oh, my.
She would never. And thank goodness moms can't pack lunch for you in prison. Lead to all kinds of terrible things.
Gosh.
Okay. Well, I went to Chicken and Pickle. And then on Thursday, I had lunch at Eddie's. Have you eaten at Eddie's?
Years ago when it was in the other location.
Right. I have never been, and I could literally walk to it from my house. And I had a great salad. I ate there with my friend Sherry. Mm-hmm. Hi, Sherry. And she and I were talking about this class that she's going to be teaching, and I'll be helping her, that has to do with how people, specifically people in the church, capital C church, are supposed to engage with politics, like, and engage in the public sphere.
Vocally and discriminately.
Right. Which is very effective. And I think we find ourselves in a great position because of that. But I'm just excited about it because it's nonpartisan.
Okay.
Because truth be told, guys, and we might lose some listeners, but neither... What? Neither.
Hey, hold on. Don't compromise our platform, please. Could you not? Here's the thing. Guys, I've got bills. Please, don't lose any
I've
more.
got bills.
Don't lose listeners. Don't lose listeners. I've got bills.
Don't lose sponsors,
Come on.
of which we have none.
We just got Musk. We just locked down Musk and Wickles, and you're going to start talking politics?
We just got Musk.
What are you doing? Do you have a death wish? Oh, God. Anyway, go ahead. Compromise the future of our platform.
Okay. Welcome to Pastor's Corner.
Oh.
Okay. No, but I'm excited about this because it's a nonpartisan approach. Because truth be told, neither of our prominent political
Listeners.
parties,
We got two.
neither of our prominent political parties fully embody the ethic of Jesus. So if we in the church are to participate in the public sphere, in the public square, we need to approach this the right way. And I do not think the church at large has done this. Obviously, we find ourselves
What?
right. So I'm super excited about this class, and Sherry's done this incredible job. So that's something that I've been working on this past week, or at least thinking about with her. And that is just really, really exciting to me. I feel very energized by that. It's a felt need at this time.
Okay. That's great.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with that. I think
Yeah.
that I know so little about politics.
Period.
That's it. Nope. That's it. That's the whole thing. I know so little.
Well, it's exhausting, and there's so much. I had to unplug for a long time from politics. I wasn't taking in much news at all. And then recently, I re-upped my subscription to the New York Times because I thought, well, at least I should be reading,
Wow, really?
trying to stay a little bit more abreast of the issues.
Sure.
Moving into the election cycle.
That makes sense because I re-upped my Cracked magazine subscription leading into
Mad.
leading into the Cracked is like the even crappier version of Mad. I loved them. I loved them both.
I know you did. I remember your Mad Magazine subscriptions.
Get in line, ladies.
Get
Get in line, ladies. Your boy's got a Cracked magazine subscription. It's
Okay.
the back section that sells like novelties and jokes. It's like whoopee cushion,
I remember.
BOGO, yes, please.
I remember the back ads.
Rubber vomit.
Please.
Come on.
I'll take two. Add to cart.
Add to cart. Buy now. You're looking at a Prime subscriber.
Which is call this 1-800 number and
Yeah.
order two.
Yeah, and clip it out of the thing.
Totally.
Mail it.
Mail it.
Get a stamp.
Yeah.
Send it to Cracked Magazine headquarters.
It'll be a few weeks. Pay the shipping and handling.
Spend your time looking at the Eddie Bauer catalog in the meantime, because that's the only thing you've got to read at the house. Your mom's got a subscription to the Fabulous Women Over 40 magazine, and that's when you one day saw a striking picture of Mary Steenburgen on it, and that's when you fell in love with it.
And the rest is history.
And the rest is history. Mary Steenburgen on the Fabulous Women Over 40 mag.
Listen, where do I get a subscription to
What's
that?
crazy is when I went to the bathroom that day, I did not know I was going to see that picture of Mary Steenburgen as I was going to go pee. And there was and I'm like, who is this striking, fabulous woman over 40? That seemed so old to me at the time. You know what? I am a fabulous woman over 40 now.
Look at you now.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, here we are.
I've never made it on the cover of that magazine.
Have you tried?
No, but I don't eat carbs.
They should be knocking on my
They
door.
really should.
Well.
Sponsor us, fabulous women over 40.
Gosh, I remember that magazine. I need it in my life. Okay, do you know last weekend, which was a few days ago, we had a girls' night.
Don't lift the veil.
What?
I don't need to know when this is.
This is live, guys. Okay, Hope and I had a girls' night because Asher and Jeff went camping. He's been trying to take each one on an individual camping trip, which has been really sweet. So Jeff and Asher went camping. They went to Red Rock Canyon, which was beautiful. They had an incredible time, hiked, great spot. Then Harrison went fishing with Jeff's dad.
Okay.
Dave caught the biggest bass of his life.
Really?
In Lake Carl Blackwell, of all places.
Hey.
I know. And then they caught a bunch of crappie and we ate them. They were great.
Poppy catching crappie.
Crappie's it's a delicious fish.
I mean, I feel like any fish when prepared appropriately can be very delicious.
Disagree. But I do like crappie.
Catfish are mud eaters, and when you fry them up right,
I don't like catfish.
well,
I really don't. But anyway, crappie are great. They're very mild.
I like catfishing people.
Yes.
It's my favorite.
Okay.
Anyway, JK.
Okay, so Hope, I said, Hope, what do you want to do? And she had some gift cards from Christmas that she wanted to spend.
Okay.
So we had a little shopping time.
Oh.
Then we ate at Ted's Cafe Escondido. I ate out like 3 times this week. And then we watched a movie. Now, she plays soccer. And I thought, in my head, I was like,
Did you watch Men Like Beckham?
No. Good question.
Did you watch Ladybugs?
We watched Ladybugs.
Ladybugs is great, but it's I don't know if it could be
Brandon.
made today. Couldn't be made today.
It does not hold up.
It does not. Oh, I know that.
And I was horrified. And then we were too deep in. First of all, Rodney Dangerfield sponsors Rodney Dangerfield. He is so inappropriate.
Oh, yeah.
As we know.
Oh, yeah.
And in that movie, there are so many things that went over her head. But I thought, what? No. And all I remembered about that is that he coaxed the son to help coach the team.
Sure.
I forgot all about the dressing up as a female player thing. And that's the crux of the film.
Yeah, here's a question. Now, so you...
What a dingbat. Like,
Gosh, I went into this movie. I forgot about the stars and the wars. I don't know what's going on.
You guys.
How it is literally the whole point of the movie.
The whole point of the movie. But in my head, I was like, oh, it's a girls' soccer team. This will be fun.
That is...
It wasn't. It would never be made today.
No.
So many insensitive, inappropriate...
Oh, yeah. And that was
politically incorrect.
80s, 90s, man.
Oh,
Wild West.
Got away with so much. and I question myself. What does this say about me that I wasn't more horrified by these things?
I would argue that you, in some sort of, it makes you a better person because I really remember it. You, in some sort of weird childhood trauma, forgot the entire point of Ladybug. That movie would be 3 minutes long. If what you're talking about.
It would just be Rodney Dangerfield shrugging.
I don't get no respect. Come help me coach this women's soccer team.
That's it.
Okay, Rodney Dangerfield, credits. And that's it. Because it doesn't matter what happens. This was fun.
They were bad and now they're good because the guy helped coach the end.
And it's not because anyone did anything untoward or out of pocket. Everyone just did this.
The right thing. The kind thing. The human thing.
Do you remember the movie Juwanna Mann?
No. It's just the way you said that.
So here's why I ask. Is because Juwanna Mann is a movie.
Okay.
Same premise.
Okay.
But basketball and adults.
No.
Came out. Full theatrical release.
Sure.
And the reason I remember the movie Juwanna Mann is because it's my favorite movie. No, because I was in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Driving through Los Angeles, and I saw a big crowd
at
Grauman's Chinese Theater. And I thought to myself, what's going on here?
Yeah.
I'm a dumb hayseed from Oklahoma in town to the big city. Let's see if I can't pull up and check out what's going on at this big movie premiere. Yeah. There's got to be some bright lights and celebrity. It was the premiere of Juwanna Mann. So I got a first-hand look at the big theatrical release party for Juwanna Mann.
Did you watch the film?
I've seen the film more than once. And you know what I've discovered?
Do you feel shame about it?
You know what I've discovered? I don't want to. I really don't want to. And I don't care what you say about it.
Oh, man. I'm sorry. What a letdown.
I'm sorry, America. We're sorry for Ladybugs and Juwanna Mann.
And so many other movies.
God, we just lost so many listeners. We just lost so many listeners.
They already tuned out when I talked politics. It's fine.
There's only one movie that Jonathan Brandis was ever in that's worth seeing.
And?
Sidekicks. With Chuck Norris.
Oh, yeah.
I watched
Vaguely
that one. I watched that one recently. And on the topic of holding up, it doesn't hold up either. But
what a heartthrob he was.
Totally.
Heartthrob.
Listen, him and Chuck Norris, side by side, really kicking some karate tail.
Too much.
Almost.
Too much to handle. Okay. I want to make sure we get to this today. What?
Nothing.
I'm just making sure I cover this.
Nothing ever.
Okay, very quickly, I want to make sure we get to this because we haven't addressed your album release party that's coming up. And I want to make sure we tell people to grab their tickets. You want to give us the details?
It's the album release show at Beer City Music Hall at the 1st of June.
Beer City Music Hall in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. We're playing with some dynamite other bands, one called Cosmic Sky and one called Roz. And the reason that they're both on the bill is because they're School of Rock people, all of them. Some are instructors, some are former students.
Yes, that you helped with their album.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And so I thought it would be a cool night to do that. And then we're going to sell the limited edition vinyl and do the thing. It's going to be fun. So 6/1, June 1st. So
yep. And where can people get tickets?
They can get them. They can find them on Instagram on my link in my bio or at beercity.com. Beercityokc.com, I think, but on Beer City's website.
Okay. Come out, guys. It's going to be fun.
It really should. So buy your tickets because pre-sales help.
Yeah, they do.
Because they'll be like, oh, cool. People are coming to this.
Yeah, people care about this. But it's going to be a fun night. Beer City is a great venue.
It is.
They've got a great drinks menu.
They do. And there's good restaurants in the area.
Yeah.
Should be wonderful.
Good music too.
Yeah, and we got some friends playing with us. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah. So I wanted to make sure we got to that because
that's great. Thanks for the plug.
You're welcome. Sponsor us, Brandon Birdwell.
Sponsor us, Elon Musk, at the show.
Okay. What? Okay. How is your algorithm?
Still so much Jojo Siwa.
Since you said her name, she's all over mine.
She's out here.
And you sent me the picture of her from the award show where she very much tried to look like Gene Simmons, I thought.
And she got called out for like doing a Gene Simmons thing. She doesn't know who Gene Simmons is.
Oh, she's too young.
Yeah, well, and it was she's getting a lot of blowback online right now, and I feel like just let her do her thing. It's dumb, but let her do her thing.
It's buzz.
Yeah, it's buzz. It's dumb.
People talking about her. She's in the algorithm.
V-dumb buzz. Oh man, she is the algorithm.
What I want to know.
Become the algorithm.
Here's what I want to know though. Who's she listening to about that? Because I have a good friend. I have a friend named Heather. Hi, Heather.
Oh, someone's helping guide this.
Exactly.
Ship.
Heather was like, what if she just, something totally different than her pop hairbow thing would be just to do like a really cool, honest,
I agree,
acoustic album.
Yeah.
Par exemple or something. But you know what? This might work for her. We'll see.
We'll see. Here's what I think.
She's beautiful.
I think that
she seems lovely.
I think that what she's doing is dumb, and I think it seems dumb.
Okay.
And I don't like it.
Okay.
But I'm also not the target market, and someone is. And I do not begrudge her wanting to go through a career reinvention because that's what she wants to do. Yeah. So you do you, Jojo Siwa.
On that note, did you see the Gene Simmons costume I picked up from the cleaners for you? I stuck it in this closet right over here.
Yeah, well, I will be wearing it on June 1st at the album release show.
I know.
Where I only perform Jojo Siwa songs.
I was expecting Kiss, but okay.
No. No Kiss. Jojo Siwa. And it's going to be
lit.
So, you know a word I've been using a lot lately?
What?
Tight.
Tight.
Oh, so tight.
It's a good word.
It's so dumb.
So dope.
It's as dumb as Jojo Siwa right now, but she wouldn't begrudge me using the word tight, so I don't begrudge her weird sea creature costume she's been wearing. Well, how's your algorithm?
Okay, I have two new really good ones. I have a girl named Tasha Caroline, who's a celebrity makeup artist, not on celebrities. She makes
Is she the one who made herself into Nicolas Cage?
Yes.
Unbelievable.
And there's a montage of all the faces. I'll send it to you.
Pretty amazing.
Unreal.
Wild what you can do. With contouring.
Well, contouring.
That's all it is.
Line painting and contouring. There's also a guy named Tyler Warwick who recreated just on his own the baseball scene from Twilight.
I saw that. I've seen that.
It made me laugh so hard.
What a dumb scene. Thunderball. Get in line, nerds. It's Thunderball time.
Thunderball time. What you been watching, reading, or listening to?
I'm on episode 93 of 60 songs that explain the 90s.
How many episodes? 120?
120. And so I'm dreading the end.
Yeah.
I've been watching the Dark Knight series. And Wiser and I have still been doing our thing. And I just finished the album. What was this? The Biggie album. Ready to Die. That's it.
Biggie. Oh, Biggie.
Notorious Biggie Smalls.
Got you.
Is this the notorious Biggie Smalls? Is that secular?
The very one.
Brandon, is this secular? Eat your egg salad.
Eat it.
Loosen your braided belt, hun. Let me crank your palate expander for you and feed you some farts between bread.
Guys, I'm sorry.
What have you been watching?
Hey, what are you? Ladybugs. Does not hold up. Did you know?
In summation,
he dresses up like a female soccer player? Like a coach. Jonathan Brandis?
Joanna Man.
Okay, so I talked about the podcast Up and Vanished, which I've been listening. I'm still listening to season 4, but they're releasing them as we go. So I went back and I've been listening to season 3, which takes place on a Blackfoot Indian reservation in Montana. And again, talking about just the incredibly high number of people who go missing, crimes committed, and talking about the issues with law enforcement there. It's so fascinating to me and so heartbreaking. Like, how can we fix this? I've been reading something new, and I'm not proud of it, guys. Those of you who, if you know, you know. But A Court of Thorns and Roses, guys, I don't even want to tell you what this is about, Brandon. I have not read a novel in such a long time. And it's been hard for me to shake myself out of my reading pattern, which is all theology books and, commentaries and whatnot. Your face
is awesome.
Is very slappable right now.
There's the title of the episode.
So I think the title is Firth In Line, honestly. But
you're Firth In Line to slap my slappable face at this point.
That's it. But okay, so this book, I'm gonna say a few words and I'm just gonna get your reaction.
Okay.
Fairies.
Okay.
Love triangles.
Okay.
I'm so embarrassed. I read the first one and it just shook me out of my reading rut. And I'm trying to read the second one now, but I'll tell you what, I do not like the lead character at all. And it's going to be a challenge. But I am grateful to it for teaching me how to read for fun again, is what we'll say.
Cool.
And I might get back into the second one and just love it. I need to give it a chance, is what I'm saying. Because the first one picked up steam and was great.
Sure. Very cool. Very cool.
It's kind of like Twilight, but fairies.
Less baseball.
Less baseball. There's no baseball that I've read about so far. Anyway, what's your warm heart?
Put out some music this past week and very kind words from a lot of people.
Because it is a great song, guys. Check out the new song. It's called
When the Flowers Grow Through My Bones. And then I have a new one coming out this Friday.
Ooh.
Yeah, so there you go.
I'm really enjoying this new album, B.
Thanks. Me too. What's yours?
Mine is connecting with somebody in a specialty area. I don't know if you guys are aware, there's not a lot of theology nerds out there. And so when you find one and connect with one and you're one yourself, it really is delightful and energizing. Shout out, Rob.
Shout out, Rob.
Yeah.
Guys, here's the thing.
Oh, no. Here he goes.
It's all about fairies. It's all about Firth.
Yeah.
It's all about
theology.
I don't know. Hey, guys, thanks for listening to Cold Hands, Warm Hearts.
Bye.
Bye.
Listen.
Oh, it's still recording.
Oh.